Don't open the door, don't open the door. Oh God, the kid's gonna be in danger.
There's something in the fog.
Hey there everyone! This is Grave Cinema here again, bringing you yet another reaction video for the channel. As usual, this is going to be a movie that I've seen before, but only once, one before, so it'd be kind of new to me in some ways. But my roommate here hasn't seen it at all, so she has no idea what's going to be involved in this movie or what's going to happen.
Not this time. I don't even know what it is yet.
Nope. But what we're going to do is, as you recall, I had an 80s pack I got recently.
Yes.
With like 4 movies. We already watched one, Pumpkinhead.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and the one we're going to watch now is going to be The Fog.
And this is different than The Mist.
This was about 20 years before The Mist.
Okay.
It is different. We haven't seen The Mist yet either. That's
No, we haven't, but my
on
ex
the
brought
list.
it out in my very first my very second D&D campaign. Yeah.
Yes, but we're going a bit more classic. And the thing is, with The Fog, what do you know about The Fog?
I know fog is pretty and I like to walk in it.
It is. But The Fog movie...
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Okay. I will let you know. It is a John Carpenter directed film.
Who did Halloween?
Yes, and it also stars Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, you know what? I think my coworkers might have brought this up literally this morning.
Yes. There's a period where Jamie Lee Curtis was like the Scream Queen, and she did a few horror films like right there in a row. Basically, it was Halloween, Prom Night, Terror Train, and The Fog. Like, there was a whole bunch of them all together.
Wait, there's actually a movie called Terror Train?
Oh yeah, it's pretty fun too. I'll track it down.
Oh, that's funny. I used to go to the Terror Train when I was a kid in Strasbourg.
Okay, it's a fun one. Yeah, so we'll add that to our ever-growing list of movies to eventually watch. It's still a big one, so.
Yeah, alright.
But yeah. So, we're going to be watching The Fog tonight, and...
Fog. Which is perfect, because it's all stormy and yicky and...
fall weather.
Yeah, but it's foul weather.
Foul.
Which fits for fog, because you must have moisture in the air.
Mm-hmm.
To make the foggy goodness.
Yep. So, well, I think that's enough I'm going to tell you. So...
On to the watching part.
On to the watching part. The Fog.
Yes.
Is all that we see or seem but a dream within a dream. Love you, Edgar.
Children?
Almost midnight. Enough time for one more story.
We're about to have a meeting in the Midnight Society.
100 years ago, on the 21st of April, the fog rolled in. For a moment, they could see nothing. The ship crashed against the rocks, and the wreckage sank. With all the men aboard lay the Elizabeth Dane with her crew. The fog lifted, receded back across the ocean, and never came again. When the fog returns to Antonio Bay, we'll rise up and search for the campfire that led them to an icy death. 12 o'clock, the 21st of April.
We should have done this on April 21st.
Yeah.
John Carpenter's The Fog. You see, when you're a famous horror director, you put your name before the title. Deborah Hill Productions, same producer from Halloween that he worked with.
Okay.
I think they were married too, if I'm not mistaken.
It's 12 midnight, and we just started into the witching hour. This is Stevie Wayne.
Which is weird, because the witching hour is actually more like 3, 4 a.m.
But everyone's asleep and they're not listening at that point, so they bump it up. Adrienne Barbeau, she's also a well-known actress. Jamie Lee.
Really? Jamie and Janet?
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's cute. It's a mother-daughter film.
I won't need you until 4 tomorrow, Bennett.
Yes, sir. No, thank you.
Fuck.
Father, can I get paid?
That's John Carpenter himself.
As who?
Bennett.
Yes, sir.
Why not have your own cameo? It's your movie.
Shit, if I was directing movies and such, I'd be putting myself in them as at least a cameo. Kevin Smith makes himself a whole silent character for his.
Hello?
the hell was that?
Money's on something cursed or in some way, shape, or form mystical. Leaning more towards cursed though, because of the story at the beginning.
Well, journal or something. Journal. So odd having a radio play a song that kind of doesn't fit the tone.
It's 59
Midnight
degrees
Till One
outside.
belongs to the
And let
dead.
me be the first. We're 100 years old today.
Also starring Tom Atkins.
The weatherman's been trying to spoil it for us.
He's done a lot of
Some rain tonight.
B-grade horror.
Okay. Nancy Loomis.
Loomis. When I make my horror masterpiece, there will be a Loomis in it.
Really?
Just a lot of establishing shots as we do the credits. This was early 80s. Oh, 1980 on the nose. So this is 2 years after Halloween. Mountain Valley Water. Not as good as Liquid Death.
But still more recyclable than plastic.
Another Loomis. So it's after midnight.
Well, that's not healthy.
That's not good.
8 gallons for $4.60. Ugh. It hurts. It hurts in gas price.
That's inflation for you. Everything goes
Don't
up.
forget price gougers and fuckers.
Oh, why?
I guess they want everyone awake.
That's Nancy Loomis.
That's creepy. Why do they keep putting on the same jazz station?
This is KB, Antonio Bay, California. I'll be here playing music all through the witching hour. If you
It's like
do have
12 minutes of
something to
credits.
do, keep me turned.
Okay.
There's Tom Atkins. And I think that was Jamie Lee Curtis.
About to find out. It's pulling over. Yep, looks like
Yeah,
her.
that's Jamie Lee.
You drinking a beer?
Yeah, it's 1980. They have needs.
Listen, I never hitchhiked before. Are you weird?
Yes, I am.
You are weird.
Yes.
You're weird. Thank God you're weird. The last ride I had was so normal, it was disgusting.
Call that unlucky.
What the hell was...
Now there's a celebration planned
Adrian
for tonight.
Warbo.
Hi, Dan. What have you got?
Well, I'm just calling to see if you're lonely, if there's anything I can do about it. Party
Sheriff from Halloween.
Will you be there? And I've got something on my scope. Appears to be a fog bank. It's about 25 moving in their direction.
There's a fog moving in their direction.
Dan. That's worth about 10 seconds. For the men of the seagrass, 15 miles out tonight. Keep a watch out for that fog bank heading in from the east.
I saw her at a grocery store one day.
Yeah?
You would like to meet her.
She's crazy. There's no fog bank out there.
Uh-oh.
That looks like a fog bank.
Hey, there's a fog bank out there.
Who's it?
Hell,
Oh,
Nice.
it's insane.
There was just a ship out there.
Hell, listen.
Who's there?
Why would you kill fellow sailors?
You said who's there.
He did. It means he's dying. First dead or second dead, you think?
who is that?
I don't think it really matters. Ooh, yeah. First dead.
First dead.
It's showing and giving you the sound of the blows, but there's no gore. Carpenter even did that mostly for Halloween itself. There was stabbing and killing, but really no gore.
Not till Rob Zombie remade it. They definitely have buckets of blood.
It's part of why Friday the 13th got really popular. It showed the gore during that time. Just the motion and the sound effect that's all he's using.
She's really pretty.
The fog bank has moved due west and probably missed the ship and turn.
I've got a wind blowing due east. Now, what kind of a fog moves against the wind? You're just a voice on the phone.
And you're just a voice on the radio. We'd make a perfect couple.
wonder if they'll come for her because she has a lighthouse.
Are they coming for anything specifically?
Remember you said the fire that led them to the death.
Ago in San Diego today.
Well, they had some fun.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
What's your name?
Elizabeth.
Sometimes you pick up a hitchhiker and then you...
Fuck the hitchhiker.
Yeah. Other times the hitchhiker kills you. It helps if the
Other times
hitchhiker looks
you-
up like Jamie Lee Curtis.
Why do I feel like he's about to die? It's a shame. He seemed like a decent human being.
Knocking with that fish hook.
It's 1 o'clock straight up.
It's gone.
Huh.
Did it leave because it turned 1 a.m.? Time
It's
was
an
up.
hour from 12 to 1. What'd you find, kiddo? Something shiny.
Something dead?
Both?
Maybe. Looks shiny.
Looks like it could kill you, though. Foreboding synth music.
Dane. Like the ship.
There's a lot of people that probably would preserve it.
Yeah, foreboding synth music. It's John Carpenter. It's kind of his thing.
It's also 80s. Oh, is that the radio host kid? Yep.
Yeah.
First it was a gold coin, and then it turned into this neat piece of wood. Mom, can I have a stomach pounder and a Coke?
Stomach pounder?
I was gonna ask the same thing.
We never got so shit-faced we couldn't make it back in.
You worried too much, Nick.
Yeah.
Find yourself a hitchhiker, and now you have a girlfriend. At least for now.
The mayor and his wife are to be picked
There's
up
Janet
at
Leigh.
6:45 and brought to the mayor's box and begin the procession. Then I will go home and pass out. I'm almost
Important part
afraid
of the
to look.
plans.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
A work of art.
Where's your kid?
Doing kid things. They let him go outside back then.
I wouldn't have left my kid alone outside and left.
Be on the lookout for the seagrass. A 30-foot trawler.
There. Oh, yeah.
Oh, looks like
Oh,
they
yeah.
found the seagrass.
No, Al went out on his boat last night and didn't come home. He still isn't back.
This town sits around for 100 years and nothing happens, and then one night the whole place falls apart.
They take their bodies.
Looks like they might have taken him, yeah.
Water in the generator.
But the deck is dry as the bones.
Sandy, you're the only person I know who can make yes, ma'am sound like screw you.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, if you'll just say a little...
I feel like he's dead.
Not a good sign.
Because it's not a good sign.
Father Malone! Hello?
Another bad sign.
Father Malone? Jesus. Oh,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Mrs. Williams.
Just emerge out of the shadows.
I have something to show you. He stood in the shadows to prevent me from getting a clear look at his face. What a vile disease this is. But this does not prevent him from trying to better his situation and that of his comrades at the colony.
A leper colony?
Every single gauge is broken. All the glass is shattered.
Roger, something?
Last night.
In your truck.
Yeah. Mercury's stuck at 20 degrees. Something awful cold did.
He has purchased a clipper ship called the Elizabeth Dane and asks only for permission to settle here. I must balance my feelings of mercy and compassion with my revulsion at the thought of a leper colony, only a mile distant.
Leper colony.
It's rusted to the wall.
You drank a lot of beer last night.
Yeah, every night. Salt water. And now it's as if she's been turned over in the water.
The six of us met tonight. From midnight until 1 o'clock, we planned the death of Blake and his comrades. Blake's gold will allow the church to be built, but it does not soothe the horror that I feel being an accomplice to murder.
From 12 to 1, they murdered the colony.
Now what?
Took their gold.
But underneath, the tin cup was rusted to the table. It was a gold doubloon, minted in Spain, 1867. My dad picked up the coin, put it in his breast pocket of his jacket, zippered it up, And he unzippered the pocket to give me the coin. It was gone.
There's a body.
With no eyes.
April 21st, the deed is done. His ship broke apart on the rocks off Spivey Point. We were aided by an unearthly fog that rolled in as if heaven sent. May the Lord forgive us for what we've done. I couldn't read any further. Our celebration tonight is a travesty. We're honoring murderers.
Wonder if that's why they're coming back.
Could be.
2
Celebration.
nights.
It's that sea breeze. Windy. Remember when we were out by Atlantic City and I felt like I could fly?
Yeah.
It was that windy.
Yeah, it was my first horror convention. Totally thought we could have flown away that day. Talk about a walk to your job.
And then having to leave it.
Great scene for a murder.
You need a Stairmaster when you have that type of walk back to your car.
And then you have more stairs. Her legs must be made of steel.
Part of the ship is
Father,
there.
where did you find this?
Just after midnight, what difference does it make?
That's the same time the rest of the town fell apart.
And the same time the 6 conspirators met. Antonio Bay has a curse on it.
I think you're taking all of this much too seriously.
We're all cursed.
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 It's leaking water. A dry piece of wood is leaking water.
It's not even midnight.
Hope that doesn't damage your tapes.
A plumbing stone, by God.
6 must die.
Damn them all.
It said 6 must die.
I've already lost 3. Why do you need 9?
How can a man drown and not touch the water?
Andy, where did you get that piece of driftwood?
I told you, Mom, it was on the beach this morning.
Andy, I want you to stay away from the rocks. Do you understand? Don't pick up anything else off the beach.
Hey, Mrs. Cobrits, what are those clouds out there?
Fog's rolling in early.
It's still the April
You wanna wait
21st
out
day.
front?
I'd wait here with you.
There was rust all over everything. It's like the boat had been out there a long time, taking on water.
Now he's lying in there on the table looking like he's been underwater for a month.
Don't tell me he's about to come back to life.
Could happen. I live.
Nope, something's about to happen.
Yeah, it's
Told
moving.
ya!
Dead people don't usually get up and walk. Three.
3 more must die. Yes, that one boat didn't come back.
And me just wishing Al would come home.
I think you ought to go out.
Oh, I think that's exactly what I ought to do.
They found the seagrass earlier this afternoon. I'll keep you posted as the news comes into me. Hope no one else gets lost out there in the fog.
I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
Well, he's dying.
You just mentioned something now on the radio about the fog.
Or no, not more foreboding synth music. Anything but that.
It was glowing.
Pretty glowing fog.
Well, what seemed to be
Pretty
happening is that
glowing
the wind was
fog
moving
of
due east,
death.
and the fog just kept moving west. At the same time that fog was moving in, this whole town went unglued. I'll be ready to check in with the weatherman.
And the weatherman will be ready to check in with you.
No, you're dying. Yep, you're dying.
It's being followed by the fog and the foreboding synth music.
You could tell them all about that big fog bank moving in the southeast there.
What's new?
Another fog bank. Heading inland. Should be here at the weather station in 5-10 minutes.
Repeating. A fog bank is moving southwest along the coast toward the weather station on Old Russellville Road. And where's the fog now?
Well, it should be right outside my door now.
Oh, there's something different about this fog, Dan. It glows.
Glows.
Oof. What do we know?
Hey,
What?
the lights went out. Temperature's dropping.
Dan, what is it?
What the hell's that?
What's happening? What is it?
Smoke machine.
Someone's shining a light through the window. I want to check this out.
He'll be right back.
Dan, stay on the phone!
He's dying. Don't answer that. Really nice fog effect, though. I do wonder how they made that happen. If they just held the fogger up above the door? Or what?
Anybody here?
Typical 80s lighting.
Looks great.
Ooh.
Bishop to the neck. He's not gonna answer you. Not anymore.
Will Sheriff David Sims please contact KAB Radio immediately?
Work together. We have a vital, thriving community.
Hello? Sheriff Sims?
Well, they ain't gonna be talking. Rolling into the power station. Darkness.
We should all proceed over to the statue.
Andy?
Oh, she has her own generator.
What's that now?
Fog's rolling in. Just like trying to start a car in a horror film.
Andy, get out of the house! Mrs. Corbett, get him out of the house! Please, run! Hey, my son is trapped by the fog! Andy, get out of the house! Run!
Wow, look at that.
Are your windows all closed?
Don't answer that.
I wonder if you have to answer for them to come in.
What?
I wonder if you have to answer for them to come in.
Like vampires? Don't open the door. Don't open the door! Don't open the door! I forgot the kid's gonna be in danger. Oh, that poor little old lady.
Maybe she'll be okay.
No, it is. No. Okay, I'm going.
Told you.
You're right. Yeah, she's not okay.
No.
Kid's safe still.
I don't think that door's gonna keep him very safe.
Mrs. Culbrits?
Please, my son is trapped. Someone get to 887 White Beach Lane.
Mrs. Culbrits?
Kid, you better hide.
Yeah, I don't think that's Mrs. Cobert's.
My son is trapped.
Come on, get out of there now!
They got him.
Go, go!
Well, shit.
Come on, ease it, man, ease it. Don't pop it. Just try to ease it out. Come on, it'll go, it'll go, it'll go. Reverse! Reverse!
And they just get out in the nick of time.
Who do you think's gonna die? Pastor?
I think Janet Leigh's gonna get it.
I have to stay here.
Let people know where the fog is.
The fog is moving inland, away from the beach, up to the end of Small House Road. What's that?
Better keep driving, baby girl. Get the fuck out of Dodge.
There's something in the fog.
Fog carries the spirits of the dead. Cursed.
Up to the church. If you can get out of town, get to the old church. Get to the old church. It's the only place left to go.
He's cut us off.
Where is it?
Right behind us in the driveway.
Quick, inside.
We can't hide any longer.
Oh, we have to
No matter
drive.
where we go, it will find us.
The glowy fog is coming for her. She does have part of the ship up there. Could be drawn towards it.
Oh, where's the journal?
It's in there.
Over by the window?
It can do us no good now.
It's all we've got.
You did lock that, right? They have salt water on their side, they can rust it.
6 must die. That was on the
The 3
trip.
men on the seagrass.
And the weatherman is 4.
Mrs. Culbrits?
Yeah, 5.
Come back for the 6 original conspirators.
6 on the lines to take the plate.
Were it possible to raise the dead, I would return Blake's fortune to him intact, save the money spent on these walls that hide it.
I am the thief, and God's temple is the tomb of gold.
More behind the walls.
Go.
It's not safe for you.
She's got nowhere else to go.
He melted down the gold into this.
It's gotta be heavy as shit. It's solid gold.
He's gonna sacrifice himself. He's not in there anymore.
Blake, I have your gold.
Wrap your legs around it, sweetie.
This is your gold, Blake. My grandfather stole it from you.
Look at my eyes.
I'm the 6th conspirator. I'm Father Malone. Take me.
Why is it still going for her?
Technically, haven't been taken yet, so anything else is still going.
There's a guy behind her, there's a guy behind her, there's a guy behind her, there's a guy behind her. Or she doesn't see.
Just a wound? Ooh.
Cover his eyes at least.
Just the need to get the gold to not even need a 6 victim.
I guess we're about to find out. Yes? Yes. Oh, look, the Lee's got a family photo.
Mother and daughter together.
Aww.
Looks like they just needed to get the gold back.
Lucky for her.
It's going away.
It's a smart outfit she's wearing. I like the red vest.
I don't know what happened to Antonio Bay tonight. Something came out of the fog and tried to destroy us. To the ships at sea who can hear my voice, look for the fog.
Why not 6, Blake? Why not me?
It's the foreboding synth music again. I think they agree with your assessment there. Why not you?
Should have just left it alone. Told you should have left it alone.
The fog. 6 had to go.
And there we have it.
Yeah, so that was The Fog, the 1980 film by John Carpenter. What are our thoughts on this one?
Interesting story. I'm glad they went into the backstory and why it was happening.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the makeup job was not that great, I'll be honest. Even if it's Mealy and Seafill.
A lot of it was in shadow, too.
Yeah,
so
I
you
know,
didn't get
but the
any
one
real
shot you did
close-up.
get, I felt could have been better.
Yeah.
But I like that a lot of it was in shadow and you never really saw their faces. They just sort of
Had an ominous
appeared.
presence about them.
Yeah. I would have liked it more if they actually tried to find relations to the 6 conspirators, but
Story-wise, that would have made more of a sense.
yeah,
Been a bit better.
but I guess
any 6 would do for those spirits.
I guess so, if you're just seeking revenge from someone from that town. Yeah. I kind of wonder what the statue was.
Yeah, we never saw the statue.
I I liked seeing Janet Leigh and Jamie Lee in the same movie. That was pretty cool, even if they didn't have too many scenes together per se.
They didn't even talk to each other. They were just adjacent to one another for the most part. But still cool seeing them together.
Yeah. I liked the radio talk show host. I'm glad she didn't die.
Yep. She was in peril at the end, but she managed to wait it out and survive.
I felt she didn't deserve it, so I'm glad she didn't die. Interesting effects. I wonder what they were trying to portray with all of the weird things that were happening, like the car alarm going off and the clocks stopping and the...
I guess it's more like a haunting type of effect they're trying to go for, like the spirits are haunting you.
And haunting spirits often break glass?
Oh, these ones did.
I guess so.
I mean, it started at midnight on that day.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad the kid didn't.
Maybe it's an effect of when they came, there's like a deep temperature drop, and maybe that affected the glass and broke it. It could have been what they were insinuating. Yeah.
I'm glad the kid didn't get hurt. I like that they had kind of some dirty secrets in the walls of the church. If you're going to have dirty secrets, it should be in like one of the oldest buildings in the town, which I assume is the church.
Yeah.
That's one of the things people like to preserve is old churches, so especially in New England. That's a thing. Old stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
those are my thoughts. Overall, I thought it was a good movie.
It was good. Carpenter does good, scary horror movies. For the horror fans, they're classics. For regular people, they're just, decent movies. I feel he always does a good movie from the ones I've seen. Some are great, some are just good. This is one of those, I think, just good ones.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even for a just good one, it had a good story. It had it had good effects. He worked very well with what he was given, budget-wise, to make it appear as if he had a bigger budget, I think.
He kept this one simple.
He did. Simple, but well thought out and clever.
Yeah, you've seen about, I think, 3 of his films now. You've seen Christine, Halloween, and now The Fog. So he's able to really convey a good eeriness in his films, I find. The way he works with the shots.
And the music.
And the music.
He always works well with the music.
Pretty much it's his music, too. So, like I mentioned, he's a great composer. I think better composer than director, honestly.
Yeah, but he has a habit of being able to find those nice combinations. Christine was very well done, especially in that regard with the use of the car.
And also had good source material with Stephen King's story.
Yeah. But Halloween 2 was...
Halloween also as well, yes.
Also had a really nice soundtrack that
Halloween had...
is now tied to this
like the
season.
best horror soundtrack of all time, in my opinion.
And to be able to make a soundtrack so well tied to a season for a movie that has literally nothing to do with Halloween except for the fact that it happens on it, you're doing something good.
Yeah, Halloween is not a movie about Halloween. It's
not.
about a serial killer who kills babysitters.
As one of our
they just said it on
commenters on
Halloween.
YouTube just recently commented, it really doesn't have anything to do with Halloween.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty cool. And it's still one of the things that people tie together with this month, with the October month. And
John pretty much said, hey, there's no movie really titled just Halloween before, so well, fuck it, let's just do that. And that's what led to part of its staying power. Is like every Halloween, people are like, hey, let's watch the Halloween movie on Halloween. So it was a smart decision by them. Also why you led to all these kind of like holiday-themed slasher horror films like April Fool's Day, My Bloody Valentine, and all that.
Everybody loves a good theming.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm sorry. I hate Valentine's Day. I think it's an overrated holiday. You should show the one you love. You love them every year. Every day. Because you fucking love them. But I am glad that there are some horror movies that are themed around that day, because I feel like it's a really good holiday to be able to take and turn into a horror movie.
I'll show you a couple of the good ones around that time.
Yeah. Around January before I go.
Well,
So you can have them out around the time of
once we'll schedule around that time when I know what's coming up. Yeah, I'll show you those ones. Give you a couple of Valentine's Day themed ones. Biggest one being My Bloody Valentine.
Okay.
Also another classic slasher of the decade. The decade being is pretty much
king of the slashers.
The king decade of classic cult horror for the most part. So, but yeah. So yeah, this was John Carpenter's The Fog, one of the classics from one of the masters of horror, and it was good.
Have they ever done a remake of this?
They have. They've remaked everything in the 80s by now, for the most part.
Why am I not surprised? I wonder how the remake went. It probably wouldn't be as good as... I wonder if Jamie Lee reprised Janet Leigh's role. That would be pretty cool.
I don't know. I have not seen the remake. I just know that it starred Tom Welling.
Gonna pretend like I know who that is.
He was Superman in Smallville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I do know who that is.
So I recall, yeah, he was in it. Probably the Tom Atkins character for all I know, but I didn't see it, so... but the classic itself, good one, and...
Yeah, I definitely like it.
Movies get remade for a reason because the first ones tend to be classics. So.
Yeah. Well, all in all, I think this was a good movie. I liked the suspense element, which is weird because I hate suspense. I think it was just the right amount. I like the story. I like the spooky cursed lore of our forefathers were douchebags, and therefore revenge.
And the foreboding synth music.
Yes, the foreboding synth music was really funny. So we watch all of these with the subtitles on so we don't miss anything and so it isn't too loud.
For the audio syncing purposes. But every so often we'll see that crazy subtitle of like sound effects, and for us it was like foreboding synth music.
Which is hilarious.
Which is fun, so.
Yes.
But yeah. So,
oh no, good movie. I like it.
Good movie, and we will do some more fun movies. John Carpenter still has some more classics we can probably get to. Even Wes Craven has more classics we can get to. But also, I want to show you newer films too. Even films even I haven't seen. So, and just keep a lookout. We're going to be doing that.
And yes, dear watchers, I'm surprised there's movies he hasn't seen too.
It is a thing, so mostly there'll be some newer ones I haven't seen yet that I want us both to watch together, so that'll be on the horizon as always. But yeah, we do a new video every Tuesday here at least, unless shit happens, as I've posted on my About page.
Or I tie him down to something so he actually takes a fucking break and doesn't start to hate this.
Yeah, it's a fun thing to do. So yes, every Tuesday we'll be doing a new reaction, and we did like 4 rewatch reviews for October because it's spooky season, but I may just do a couple a month or so.
Every now and again, just throw out ones we really like and want to bring back.
Yeah, just one I'm like, hey, I want to rewatch this so we can talk about it. So.
Yeah, like at some point we should do The Shining just because it's on the wall.
Yeah, I have the Shining photo of.
You can't see it because it's way over there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. It's on the wall. So, but yeah. So we're gonna do some big ones for rewatches, and
maybe even we'll redo Reanimator since we did that one and it got fucked up in season 1.
Oh yeah, that was a full first time watch for her, but the damn thing didn't.
His camera went.
Not the camera, was the card. The card went kablooey on that, which sucked. But you know, we can still try it again, and then we can do another talk about it.
Yeah.
Or maybe next summer or so. That'll give you about maybe a year or so, so it won't be as fresh in your mind.
More than a year, because we watched it last January.
That's right, it'll be more than a year. Well, we'll get to it.
We'll get to it eventually.
As a rewatch, because that's a fun, gnarly one, which at least we need to have a conversation about it that they can see. And also, I think you're still going to have the same, at least visceral reactions that you had the first time you watched it. So, so we'll get to that one eventually. But so that's what we'll be doing. And thank you for joining us for this video. And as always, we hope to have you for the next one, whenever that one is. Hopefully next Tuesday, as always.
So from us weirdos to you, see you next time. Murder your thirst!
Murder your thirst. Stay spooky. Yes, spooky all year.
Yes.
Spooky all year.
That's our motto in this house.
Pretty much. Spooky all year.
Yes. It's a good motto.
Okay.
Should get it in Latin.
Okay, that's it. Bye.
Bye.